Hello everybody, welcome to my basic Chinese programs. Nowadays there are many people are interested in learning how to speak Chinese but don't know where to start. So I come up with this video to show you how to begin. First of all, you may notice that I put the word Mandarin in there. Mandarin is the official language in China. So everybody understands and everybody speaks Mandarin in China for easier communications within the country. Now, let's get started. I have come up with different subjects about to understand the basic Chinese. And I may add more subjects later, but these are the few items that I would like to start. And since it's going to be a very long video, so I'm going to touch only item 1 and 2, phonetics and tones. Let's talk about the phonetics. It is just like the alphabet in English, but we call it Hanyu Pinyin. That is alphabet in Chinese phonetics. As we may know that there are three groups of phonetics in every language, which is a consonant and vowels, and the third one I call it the semi-vowels. I don't know what is the official term for that, but I just call it semi-vowels. Let's talk about consonants first. Those three lines in black, they're just in English. For example, B, B, P, M, F, D, T, N, L, G, K, H. They're just in English. So if you see those symbols, you will know how to pronounce them. But the next one, J, Q, and X, they are pronounced a little bit different in our concept in English. J is G. Since the letter G is already used for K, for G, excuse me, so we have to use some other word for the sound G. So we come up with J, which is similar to the English pronunciation, okay, G. But Q is more confusing. Q, we force that word, that letter Q, represent a sound like chi. For example, teacher, future, that's chi, chi. You have to remember that. There's no other way to do it, but just to remember that. That's the sound chi. It's just like CH. And X is she. She. Like the word she, her, she. 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 That's Ji, Chi, Shi. These are the three sounds, respectively. Ji, Chi, Shi. And those three lines in red are totally different. Z is pronounced as a Z, Z. C is like C, C. And S is S. That's easier, okay? But Z and C, in English, there are sounds like that. For example, hands, many hands. DZ, which is pronounced as Z. And the same as the word here, Z, Z, same as the word here, Z. Hands. C is C, which we have in English also, which is like cats, many cats, cats. That's Z, C, and S is that's easier. Same in English. Z, C, S. The next line is a little bit confusing. Z and H, C and H, S and H. The letter H added to those words, those letters, just to show that you have to curl your tongue backward. Let me show you how it is pronounced. Zh, ch, sh. We compare with the three letters above. That's z, c, s. With an H behind, it should be zh, ch, sh, zh, ch, sh. The tongue is curled backward. The last one there is R, which is ring, like ring. R, r, r. Okay, let's read those last four lines here. Ji, qi, xi, zi, ci, si, zhi, chi, shi, ri. Okay, these are the consonants. Let's talk about vowels. A is read ah, like father, fa, ah, father, fa, ah. O is just like the letter O in English. O. The letter E is different. It's like For example, this is a book. This is a book. O. And then we have E. I is E. I, A, E, A, ow, O, ow, O, O-U, O, E-R, I, A, ow, O, Again. I, A, ow, O, Okay, the next line. A-N, A-N, an, A-N, an, E-N, E-N, N, N, N. The last line, A-N-G, A-N, Ang, E-N-G, O-N-G, on. The last column is, I call it the semivowels. It's Y. It's read as E. E. Just like in English, E. W is woo, like woo. In English, what? Woo. The last one is difficult because the sound does not exist in English language. It's called yu, 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 yu. Let's try it. I, U, Yu, I, U, Yu. If you will see that there I put 3 other letters in the parenthesis, because when you write the phonetics like Y is used in the beginning of the sound of the word, like yan is Y-A-N, yan, yan. But if it's in the middle of the pronunciation, it's called, let's say, Tian, T-I-A-N. The Y should be changed to I, T-I-A-N, Tian. Okay, so Y and I are the same, only it is written differently by its position. If it's the beginning of the sound, it's Y, W, and the YU. In the middle of the sound, it's called I, U, and E-I-U. Okay. For example, the first one, Yan, Tian, Wei, Tui. With a T behind, in front of it, it's called Tui, T-U-E-I, Tui. Wei, W-E-I, Wei. But with a T before that, that's Tui, T-U-I, Tui. Yu, Yuan, Yuan, Y-U-A-N, Yuan, Yuan. But X-I-U-A-N, Xuan, instead of Y-U-A-N. Y-U-A-N, that's Yuan. But X-I-U-A-N, that's Xuan, Xuan. Okay. I, U, Yu. The last sound is very, very difficult for English speakers. Okay. On top of those pronunciations, each pronunciation of a word also comes with 4 different tones. We call them first tone, second, third, and fourth tone. The light tone, I'll keep it last. Okay, let's talk about that later. Let's talk about the first 4 tones. The first tone, as you can see, I have a mark there. It's a horizontal bar in front of above the phonetic A, ah, M, A, ma, ma, ma. That's the same in English, ma. Okay, the word is mama, mother. Okay, ma. However, the second sound, you will notice that it's start from the lower left corner up to the right upper corner. That symbol is above the word A. So it should be pronounced as ma, ma, ma. Start from low to high, ma. And the third tone is, you can see a check mark there, but it's coming down first and then go up later. Ma, ma. That's a horse. Ma. By the way, the second tone, ma, that means hemp. Third one is ma, that's horse. Ma. Coming down and then go up. Ma. The fourth one, as you can see, it is from the left upper corner to the lower right corner. Ma. Ah. Ma. Ma. Let me read those 4 tones all together. Ma, 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 ma. In English, there are no tones, but in Chinese, it is very important. Very important. Okay. each different tones will represent different groups of words. When I say different groups of words, is that each group with the words, for example, ma would sound like that, ma, it could consist dozens more words pronounced exactly the same sound and the same tone. That's confusing in English, but it's the same thing in English, excuse me. For example, when you say the word whole, it could mean two words, H-O-L-E or W-H-O-L-E. But when you're speaking in English, you will not be confused between those two words, whether you're talking about a hole in one or whole item. Okay, so you would automatically tell the difference between those two words. You will not be confused. In Chinese, it is the same. Although there are so many sounds and even tones are the same in those words, but you can tell them. You can tell the difference automatically, without thinking. But it is hard for the beginners to understand that. But you will learn it gradually, and you will understand it like a natural-born Chinese. Okay, let me try those four tones again. Ma, 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 ma. Okay, let's talk about the last one, the light tone. Light tone, I put a circle on top of the letter A, but it's supposed to be a solid dot. I couldn't find that symbol in words, so I just select this word, A with a circle, but it should be A with a dot, solid dot. It is read as ma, ma. It sounds like the first tone, ma, but this ma is very light, very short, ma. This light tone is used at the end of a sentence, usually. Ma. For this word, ma is a symbol of question mark. 你喜欢他吗? 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 Ma. That's a very, very light. 你喜欢他吗? Do you like him? 你喜欢他吗? 你喜欢他吗? Not 你喜欢他吗? Okay. 你喜欢他吗? Okay, these are the four tones plus the light tone. Okay. There's a special rule for third tone. This slide is really, really, really confusing. It is supposed to be in the advanced lessons, but I just put it there so that you will know that there's a special rule for third tone. If you're afraid of being confused by this slide, just skip it. Okay? If you're interested, if you want to challenge yourself, then you can watch it. But again, I will have to emphasize that this one is supposed to be in the advanced class. Okay, you ready? Okay. When two third tones words are next to each other, the first word shall be changed to second tone. Again, when two third tone words are next to each other, the first word shall be changed to second tone. For example, tiger. In Chinese, it is 老虎. 老虎. But when two third tones are pronounced together, it is very awkward. You will have to nod your head twice. 老虎. So, to make it easier, we change the first one, 老, into 老, into a second tone, 老, 老虎. Instead of 老虎, we say 老虎. It's easier. 老虎 instead of 老虎. Got it? Okay, the next one is even more confusing. I have here a sentence. 5 words, 5 Chinese words. They all pronounced with the third tone, if it's by itself. 我, that means I. 比, compared to, 比. 我, my, or I. But here, 我姐, that means my sister, 姐, sister, especially older sister. 我姐小, small, or young. The whole sentence says, I'm younger than my sister. If you read all those words all in third tones, it should be 我比我姐小. It's very, very awkward. Very, very. So, we changed some of the third tones into second tone. This first line is the third word and the fourth word is my sister. It's supposed to be connected together. And there's a tiny little pause between the fourth and the fifth word. So, the fifth word, with a little pause there, it will not affect the fourth word change into a second tone. Let me read it. 我比我姐小，我比我姐小，我比我姐小. There's a tiny little bit pause between the fourth and the fifth word. Let me try it again. 我比我姐小，我比我姐小. The last line. You can read it without pause between the fourth and the fifth word. If that is the case, the fifth word will affect the fourth. And the fourth is changed to a second tone, so it will no longer affect the third. The third remains as a third tone, so the second word shall be changed as a second tone. The second tone is changed to a second tone. It will no longer affect the first word, so it remains as a third tone. The same rule applies to the first line. Okay. So, instead of 我比我姐小, the last line should be 我比我姐小，我比我姐小，我比我姐小，我比我姐小. Again, this slide is very, very, very confusing. I have to emphasize this. Very, very confusing. So don't worry about it if you can't tell the difference. But just keep in mind that there is a rule here. Okay? Okay, thanks for watching. And I will keep making new videos for the subjects listed on the first page. If you are interested, please subscribe so that you will be notified for my future videos. Okay, thank you very much.